Hi everyone, this is Dr. Shruti and I'm Shruti, okay, and I'm a doctor. I happen to be a doctor and I'm doing my post-graduation in general surgery and I managed to get corona positive, okay, and so this is my 14th day in home isolation and what I'm going to tell you about is that there have been a lot of emotional trauma that I had just recently gone through by several news, which were actually not affecting me before, but they are affecting me now. And I have, I'm putting out all my feelings in the video because I think this is the best way to record, and sometime I can come back to it and think about it, that what was going on with me. I mean, really, what was going on with me. And first of all, let me introduce myself. So I have told you that I'm Shruti and I'm doing PG, and in PG usually you do not have time, okay? You do not have time, and especially doctors at this moment do not have time. But because I am a threat to my family and my colleagues and people around me I care about, so I just cannot go out there and just, you know, make them infected of corona. And so that's the reason I'm locked in my room at home. In any case, what I'm going to discuss is not really about my profession at all. The thing, those things which affected me badly. Sorry, I'm a bit cough. So the things which affected me badly during this isolation when I was locked inside and I had a lot of time to think was first of all, the most important thing is that Sushant's demise. Nobody knows exactly what happened with him in those last moments, and somehow, I don't know, for everybody it is painful. I'm saying, like, maybe for many people it's like they are kind of having PTSD, but for me it's of course it's painful for me also, and it's so painful that it's normally in my routines I practice meditation at least an hour a day, and if possible 2 hours a day. And this wasn't a big deal when I heard of like it was hurting me a lot whenever I used to see his pictures. Especially his pictures are somewhat, I mean, like, they cause you a lot of pain when you just look at him. I don't know how he used to, I mean, like, the way he used to look, he actually used to reflect what he really was. I mean, his expressions, he was very expressive person, and as I read more about him, I came to know, and I came to know he was a wonderful person. And I never imagined that I'm going to have so much pain even during meditation. I feel like he's all over the place. I mean, like, actually he's all over the place. He's on the, you can say, he's on the news all the time. He's in the Instagram all the time. He's everywhere on the social media. It's all about him. So probably it's very hard to just forget him. Even if you want to, you just can't. You just can't do that. And I don't understand how am I going to get over this thing. I'm just waiting for that time. Maybe when the things are revealed, what had happened to him. I don't know what I've learned from this, but it's extremely painful, and I don't know, everybody is having that thing for him. It's not just me, I'm sure of that. And I kept wondering, because I'm not that person who will be affected by such thing. I don't know if there is some void in my mind for a person like him. I mean, I used to like him always, but I never had enough time to watch his movies. I had watched few wonderful works of him, but I really am not into watching movies and stuff. So most of things that I came to know about him was only after he died. And I think that's the same for everybody else, and not for his fans who loved him a lot when he was there. But for me, it is like that. I became his biggest fan after he's no more. That is sad, and I just feel like there is some, when he's gone, I mean, I feel like there is some void. I mean, like he left a lot of work undone. I mean, like there was a lot of life there which was ready to unfold, and for some reason he was just logged in without even being COVID positive. The guy is logged in, and such a guy who is so dynamic, who is so excited about everything, and he knows what happiness means and he knows what matters. A mature person like him who knows what matters and only small things can bring happiness, that kind of person will not kill himself. But there might be some circumstances around him. I don't know anything about that, what was going on, but I do know from news and media that he was isolated for quite a while, and he wasn't in touch with his family. So I have gone through many ups and downs in my life, and I know that family is a very important thing. You know, even if you are not talking to them, but they are around you, their presence make you feel safe and secure. And that's the reason why I just came in my home for isolation, and I didn't choose. So the part that I think is like that inspires me in his life is that surprisingly he used to write down his dreams and he used to follow them. And even in daily routines, he was even if he didn't have any work at hand, he was busy with the workouts, reading some book, listening to the music. I mean, like for him, I'm pretty sure, of course he wanted a partner. At some point everybody wants a partner, and not everybody, maybe some people are happy living single. I also think that I might just remain single forever. Sometimes I think about it because at one point in my life I was thinking that I should take sannyas and just sannyas of a kind, not sannyas just to not get married, but sannyas to focus on my meditation and work and my work. And I'm glad I'm in a profession where I can be of a big help to the patients. I would always keep looking for the opportunities where I can do camps and be of some help to people around me, not just around me, people who are in need. Because I have realized this, that if somebody is single, that person has so many energies, and those can be used for a lot of good works. The example are right there in the politics. There are many people like that who are single, and they have done great work for the people, and they work 24/7. They work 24/7 because there is nothing holding them back. They don't have to give time to their family. There is no wife, there are no children, or there is no husband, for that matter. And these people are so damn effective. I don't know what, I mean, we can judge everybody's actions, and like we can judge, okay, this action wasn't helpful, this is not good, the decision is not good, or decision is good, this is going to work. Those are different things, but the intent of a person who is fearless, because there is nothing at stake for him in terms of attachments, and these people are fearless, they are most effective. And when they come to their age of maturity, age, or I think around 30 is that age when you have best maturity and balance in your life. And when you reach there, you have energies, you have good energies because you're still young, and you have that maturity that you need. And of course there is always scope to grow, but you are at that level, balance level. You are the most effective for the people around you, and at that point, if you have your baby and you have your family, I think the whole energy is invested in the family, in the financial issues. All your emotions are invested because it requires a lot to have a normal family. It's a big investment. It's not just that you are thinking, okay, I'm going to get married and I'll be the way I am. It's not going to happen. I know it's not that I'm talking it with my experience. That I'm just saying that this is the this is for the fact. This is what comes with aging, you know. So I don't know what he wanted, but definitely he wanted a partner and he wanted to settle down. That's my insight. I'm just not the person who can comment on somebody's life who is so far off. And uh, but for Sushant, I just feel um, I think he might be in a peaceful state at the moment, freeing himself, because I don't think he was the guy who used to get attached to even work. He used to keep doing things that he liked, but there was not just one thing he liked. He liked many things. And acting was one of the things, okay, it was his biggest passion. But I'm pretty sure that uh, because I myself know that I have many hobbies. Like I like to paint, and I like to dance, and there are many things that I like to do, and there are seasons for those things. Um, I have seasons of, like, when sometimes I get crazy about reading, and I just read so much, and that reading is not my subject, of course, not my professional reading. It's out of my profession. A lot of spiritual books and stuff and inspirational stuff. I like to read that a lot those days, and then there are days when I'm just painting. I'm just thinking of the colors. I'm thinking of painting the walls, and I do that. And that's what I've done in my hostel room. I don't know. I'm going to pay securities for that, I guess. Whatever. We'll see that. But so I just keep hopping onto some hobbies that just balances me a lot with my profession. I mean, I have a lot of inclination towards arts, and my profession balances me a lot, because these are the two things that I love the most. I love surgery a lot, and then the second thing that I love, I cannot say first or second, but that is a balance for me. Balance, arts and surgery. So I keep hopping on between the two, and I think Sushant was a person who was fearless. He was not for the money and anything. He was a person who would just, if he had to, he will quit acting and go for something else, and that thing also will be amazing. He was quite clear about all those things, and he was very confident. So what I learned from him is the thing that he used to do, writing down the dreams. Uh, I think that's something amazing. I mean, I just learned that from him, and in this lockdown, when I'm locked in my room, I'm planning to write down all the things that I really have to do, because in daily routines, you get into that comfort zone. You have to need some extra energy to get out of there, go out and do those things. And when I'm locked, initial 5 days was terrible, because I did had few symptoms. I was feeling weak, plus I was feeling isolated. I was feeling isolated, and I didn't know what to do with that. I mean, like, I thought I'm doing meditation, so I'm the one who can do meditation for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. I have done that before. I mean, like, I've done meditation for hours before, but this is not the thing that was happening this time, even when I had time, because I was waiting for some time in my life where I can do that freely, but that was not happening in the first 5 days. I just gave that time to recover myself, and then next 5 days were like, I started to get in a comfortable zone with myself, and started just watching everything about Sushant. It was extremely painful looking at his pictures and everything. I kept wondering, why is this guy, why is it hurting so much? I mean, it seems like a personal loss. It seems like somebody very close to you is gone. Even though it has nothing to do with me, and I know that even if he was alive, maybe I will never have any, I would have never had any chance to meet him. Our words are totally separate, and now they are so far away. I mean, like only death can make you meet with people of that kind, good souls, um, and that's far off. I mean, I don't know. You don't know anything what will happen tomorrow, because even he didn't knew what's going to happen the next day, and that's true for everybody. Um, but I just do see that there is a cycle that is remaining to be lived, and I want to pass through that gracefully. And since I have come on earth, I have taken birth, I have responsibilities. I just can't run away from them just because it is hard on me. And yes, it has never been easy for me. uh, the level of confidence that I've gained over time is only because of the hardships that I faced in my life. And I'm going to talk about myself again in another video. I'm not sure if this video has any meaning for anybody. It means a lot to me. I just, even if people like it or not, I just want to post it for myself. Because there's one thing, I mean, like I want to tell about myself. I talk a lot, and and I talk a lot, yes, that's true. But the thing is that one thing is true, that when I'm not social person, I'm very much restricted to myself. I was always like that. I'm not at all a social person. And but the people I am in touch with, those things are never superficial. They are my relationships are very grounded, and I always meet the way even if I'm going to meet somebody after years, I will meet with all warmness, with warm heart. And otherwise I really do not have many people to talk to. And at times I feel like I should pour in my emotions into a video. It feels more like I'm talking to myself, and it makes me feel a bit it makes me feel a bit relaxed. So I'm going to close in, before I stop making any sense and just keep blabbering my mind. And that's it.